experiences to be able to process this new information as you're experiencing it right then. Even though it might be from a previous experience, face to face, or maybe even something you read about online, you're taking all that information, putting it within a schema to help you understand this new moment. A theory that I want us to take a look at is that of symbolic interaction, which was created by George Herbert Mead. What he argues is that we develop our sense of self through interaction. We look to significant others to see how they behave in various roles, and then we use the social cues to guide our own behavior. What means by significant others are people that we consider close friends or even people that we look up to. Doesn't mean that a person, it doesn't mean like a person that we are dating. Think about the different roles that you play every single day. The first one would be a student. How do you learn how to be a student? Why are you sitting where you sit in a classroom? Who told you how to be a student and what it means to be a student? How did we learn this? We've learned this by watching other people or even seeing it online. Or, like, all right, we're going to go in and sit at a desk. What does it mean to be a college student? A lot of people consider the different media that they've exposed themselves to, and they're thinking, hey, what does the life of a college student look like? Some people actually find that their real life experience doesn't match what they've soaked up on Netflix. Sometimes it isn't what you thought college was going to be like, spending more time in class rather than at parties. So you could be thoroughly disappointed because you believe that college would be to go out and meet people and party and not necessarily have to sit in classes and take tests and learn things all the time. How are we learning this information? What are we looking up to? But one of the things that plays into this theory is that of personal characteristics and how we know what we know about ourselves. If I were to ask you to jot some different characteristics about yourself, I guarantee some people might put down that they are a shy person. And I would ask you, how do you know that you are a shy person? Maybe your parents told you that you were shy. Maybe your friends have told you that you are shy. We're learning things about ourselves based on what other people have told us. And that's one of the core elements of symbolic interaction. It goes along with the theory of the looking glass self. And what that means is that in symbolic interaction, the idea that the self is accomplished by seeing ourselves as others see us. Other people have told you characteristics about yourself, and you've started to believe them. If you're a shy person, I guarantee multiple people have told you that you are shy. Charles Cooley points out in 1902 that I am not what I think I am. I am not what you think I am. I am what I think that you think I am. Our self is accomplished. How other people are telling us what we are. How other people see us, and then us believing it is going to make up who we are and how we present ourselves to the world. A really good experiment, they took a bunch of third graders, just normal third graders, and told them that they were the smartest in the class. And they weren't. And they moved them to an advanced section for an entire year. They told these kids that they were the smartest kids in school. And in fact, they were just normal kids. Whenever they took the state exam at the end of the year, how do you think they performed? After having an entire year of being told that they were the smartest kids in the grade, they actually performed higher than the advanced kids section on the state exam. That's pretty amazing. That, like, whenever other people are telling you that you're amazing at something or that you're good at something, that you can really excel. I would really ask you to question whenever other people tell you things about yourself, or maybe people have told you that you're bad at something. Take a step back and really evaluate that communication. Don't always buy into the ideas that other people are putting onto you because it can truly have an impact on your life for better or for worse. So we have one more theory that I want us to look at, and that's by Irving Goffman, and it's frame analysis. So what Goffman is telling us is that we're going to be performing our identities and that the world is a stage. If we're all performing at the time, every time, that's really what Irving Goffman is getting at. We present ourselves in various situations based on our experiences of those situations, both real world and mask mediated. The expectations we have about them and about the actors in them are called frames. We frame situations in an attempt to adopt an appropriate role and enact it properly. What Goffman is telling us is that we are always performing. We're walking into a classroom. We're performing the identity of a student. Maybe we go to a fancy dinner. We're going to be performing that role based upon the clothes that we're wearing, how we're entering the space. We're always going to be performing. If I'm going on a fancy date, I might actually sit up straight. I might have more manners than I normally do. Like I might want to burp, but no, I'm not going to burp. So based upon the situations that we walk into, we assume that type of identity and perform it as such. I want you to be thinking about how you go about your day and how you perform differently based upon the situations that you're in. Be mindful of the clothes that you're wearing, the communication that you're engaging with, even the words that you're using. I know whenever people talk to me at work, they're performing differently than they would whenever they're hanging out with their friends. Maybe they're using different words or even have different posture. Be thinking about how do you perform communication, but also be thinking about the previous theories that we talked about in the looking glass self. How do other people view you? And then how has that helped create your own identity? The world is your stage. So that's my overview of chapter one. I hope you guys took away some good information from that. And I'll see you at chapter two.